Prepare to be amazed by a collection of 10 surprising facts about viruses that defy belief. Subscribe now to join our community. Viruses are unique entities that exist in a gray area between living and non-living. Unlike bacteria, plants, or animals, viruses cannot reproduce or carry out metabolic processes independently. They lack the cellular machinery necessary for these functions. Instead, they rely on a host cell to replicate and produce new virus particles. Once inside a host cell, the virus hijacks the cell's machinery to create copies of itself. This parasitic nature is why viruses are not considered living organisms. Viruses exhibit a remarkable diversity in their shapes and sizes. They can be helical, resembling a spiral staircase, icosahedral, like a soccer ball, or have complex structures with tails and other appendages. This variety in shape is due to the different ways their genetic material, DNA or RNA, is packaged and protected within a protein coat called a capsid. The shape of a virus often determines how it infects its host and the type of cells it can target. Viruses are incredibly adaptable and can infect all types of life forms, from animals and plants to fungi and even bacteria. Viruses that infect bacteria are called bacteriophages. Each type of virus is typically specific to a particular host or group of hosts. For example, a virus that infects humans may not be able to infect plants. This specificity is determined by the interaction between the virus's surface proteins and receptors on the host cell. The exact origins of viruses are still shrouded in mystery, but scientists believe they may have existed for billions of years. One theory suggests that viruses originated from primitive genetic elements that escaped from cells. Another theory proposes that viruses may have evolved from free-living organisms that gradually lost their cellular functions as they became dependent on a host. Studying the evolution of viruses can provide insights into the early history of life on Earth. While most viruses are incredibly small, some can be surprisingly large and complex. The mimivirus, for instance, is larger than some bacteria and possesses a more complex genome than many other viruses. Its discovery challenged the traditional view of viruses as simple entities and highlighted the diversity of the viral world. The size and complexity of these giant viruses raise questions about their evolutionary history and their relationship to other life forms. Viruses are notorious for their ability to mutate rapidly. This high mutation rate is due to the error-prone nature of their replication machinery. While mutations can sometimes be detrimental to a virus, they can also lead to beneficial changes that help the virus evade host defenses or become resistant to antiviral drugs. This rapid evolution poses a significant challenge for vaccine development, as the virus may mutate and render the vaccine ineffective. Despite their reputation as disease-causing agents, viruses can also be harnessed for beneficial purposes. Scientists have modified viruses to act as vectors for gene therapy, a technique that involves delivering genes to cells to treat genetic disorders. These modified viruses can carry therapeutic genes into the cells of a patient, where the genes can then produce the missing or defective proteins needed for normal function. Bacteriophages, viruses that infect and kill bacteria, are being investigated as potential alternatives to antibiotics. With the rise of antibiotic resistance, these bacterial killers offer a promising new approach to treating bacterial infections. Bacteriophages are highly specific to their target bacteria, which means they are less likely to harm beneficial bacteria in the body. Viruses exhibit remarkable diversity in their genomes. Unlike cellular organisms that always have double-stranded DNA as their genetic material, viruses can have either DNA or RNA, and this nucleic acid can be single-stranded or double-stranded. This diversity in genome structure contributes to the vast array of viruses and their ability to infect a wide range of hosts. Viruses have played a significant role in the evolution of life on Earth. By transferring genes between different species, viruses have driven genetic innovation and diversification. This process, known as horizontal gene transfer, can introduce new traits into organisms and accelerate evolutionary change. Viruses have also shaped the evolution of host immune systems by constantly challenging them with new infections. I hope you enjoyed learning about viruses and the impact they are having in our lives. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more captivating content. I'll see you in the next video.